I am Ryan Peterson. Welcome to BEARCAT Studios in Nashville, Tennessee. So come on in. This is the battle station.
Here's something that's unique and cool about your space that catches my eyes. All the gear's in road cases.
Yes. So I, like you, move things around constantly, and I'm buying stuff constantly and selling stuff constantly. So having flexible sort of means to rack and store them is helpful. And what's also nice is everything's on wheels. So if I just need to move something, you know, all you do is, and then I can get back to my console or hide behind here when there's clients I don't like or something, you know,
dude.
it's and then you just put it back. Super easy. Yes, everything's on road cases. I actually have a equipment lift, a 500-pound lift in the basement that I'll bring up.
Oh my God.
That'll just, it's on wheels, and I can, because that's about 300 pounds.
Yeah.
So I can't move it myself.
You can't move that yourself?
No, sorry, bro. Lift with your knees, not your back.
What a great little console too. The 1608
It's,
Mark II, is that what that is?
yes, 1602, it's awesome. I mean, API preamps we all know and love. The EQs are great. I don't really like do full bumper to bumper mixes on this. It's usually like I'll take all of my drums and re-record them back into Pro Tools as like 12 channels down to like 6 or 8. I'll take my 3 kick mics and I just have a kick. You know, and then I have a snare or whatever.
A little submix.
Yeah, it's kind of like a premix, if you will. Super fast on tracking, like I was showing you too. Like I'll have snapshots saved for tracking. So the gains don't change obviously, but I can have fader levels
beautiful.
saved. So when I'm trying to go fast, I'll be like, I've got my Coles as overheads, I've got this as, you know, whatever, and everything kind of shows up, dumps out the same.
What are these, SSL little gates or something?
No, so these are
Compressors?
it's the Listen mic compressor. They don't make these anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it basically just like, but if I put one of these on like the bathroom mic, it's like super huge, blows it up. They're super fun. I got the pair of these for $400 on eBay.
Wow.
And it was like a new in box, and it was one of those resellers that like buys the inventory out of a place that goes out of business, and they're like, we don't know. And I was like, but I know. And so I ended up scoring on those, but they're fun. They are not subtle.
Dude, you have so much gear. This is like a
problem?
dream. A problem, dream, these are words that we conflate. I mean, look at this. This is not, these are legit Uris or
yes. So
somebody
these
can
are,
roast me in the comments for how I'm saying that, but
I think
the old
you're right.
Uris.
I will not roast you. But yeah, classic Para LA3As, vintage, Rev F 1176s, 1178.
1178, baby.
DBX 160s, which are
Incredible,
classics.
unbelievable.
Distressors. Do you have gear that you've like bought, or excuse me, sold and then repurchased?
It may happen soon.
This is my 3rd pair of distressors.
Yeah.
Where I get rid of them because I'm like, man, I'm not using them. Like months go by and I'm like, oh, I really could use a distressor. So I'm never gonna sell those ever again until I retire. And then
This is literally all of the things everyone wants, like all the staples. LA2,
I mean,
Tube Tech, you got the actual Tube Tech.
Yep.
When did you start acquiring this addiction?
When I was 14. And I'm 39 now. So some of this stuff I've been dragging around with me for quite a while.
It's incredible, man.
Thank you.
I always have to point out, I think it's rare and I think most people get it, but sometimes people who watch these videos just see it and they go, wow, how did you afford to buy all that all at once, you know?
And yeah, no, it's definitely not an all at once proposition. 100% no. But I mean, also you have to remember, I mean, when I was 14, 200 years ago, things were a lot cheaper.
Way cheaper, yeah.
Like I remember, and I there was gear that I passed on that now I'm like, that's like, people want $12,000 for a 67 in good condition. And you could have bought one back then for like $3,500, maybe $5,000 if it was like minty fresh, which is still a ton of money.
Yep.
But the fact that you could have gotten 2 or 3 of those for the price of one now is bananas.
Super bananas. All right, and then let's go on this one, because there's some cool stuff over here that I'm not familiar with. Are these EQs?
EQs, DW Fern. I had a pair of Pultec mastering EQs, like the classic EQ, the normal one we all love. And I loved them. I have zero problem with them. They were great. But I used the stereo version of this, the VT5, and man, it just sounded awesome. And usually at the beginning of every year, I try to swap stuff out because I find I'll get in a rut or whatever. The one cool thing it has versus the Pultecs is it actually has a mid-cut instead of just being, super handy if you want to get rid of some mud. I was just recording with Sam last week and I had this on acoustic guitar. It sounded phenomenal. So they're awesome, really, really cool. Cleaner than a Pultec, and not as like thick in the low end. They can still get big, but it's not, I feel like Pultecs when you crank.
A bit much.
Yeah.
That's why you got that second knob, right?
Exactly. And then if we go up, big fan of this company, Magic Death Eye.
Magic Death Eye, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, there. So it's a guy named Ian Sefcik, I think is how you say his last name, in California. He used to be a mastering engineer at Capitol, still a mastering engineer now, but Capitol Mastering folded during the pandemic. But he hand builds these.
Wow.
It's kind of Fairchild inspired, but very much his own thing. He hand winds his own transformers.
Jesus.
And it's got a really cool features, like you can mix the dry level back into the signal for some transient, information that's maybe getting lost, and he has a limiter built in. So this kind of lives on my master bus. I have a mono unit from him as well. It doesn't have the limiter mix or dry level circuit, but it's awesome. It's super smooth sounding, Fairchild inspired, but not really. DDMF, I think, is the company.
And then what's this VCA up top?
Vertigo VSC2. It's same idea of like an SSL quad compressor. It's more flexible. It's got the high pass. Sounds great. It's really, really good.
Killer.
Yeah. And then the other, DBX, the classics, XTs.
Oh, you got the overstair. What's this overstair?
Oh, I have a lot of overstair
Stereo.
gear. So it's a stereo FET. So this is it sort of reminds me of my 1178 with some more harmonic controls.
I can't believe how few knobs and switches are on it.
Yeah, compared to the modular channel over there, that thing's scary.
Everything else he makes?
Yeah. But it's great. This, when I'm doing stuff hybrid, I love putting that on drum bus. It's really, really, really good. Sounds great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And this is the 3706?
3706, yeah, stereo FET.
Cool. That's fun stuff. I love finding gear that I've never seen before.
Yeah, and it's got a blend circuit, which is pretty common in a lot of new gear, but it's fun to be able to be like, I'm gonna dime this and then back it off.
Yeah. So, incredible, man. Just up here, like this whole, and then you got the Lynx Aurora.
Lynx Aurora ends, it was funny. I used to have a Focusrite RedNet system, and it was great. The conversion sounded great, looked cool, big red thing. It was loud. It had a fan in it that was super loud. And at the time, I was at my place where I was cutting vocals in the room, and it had software where you could turn it off, but then it would overheat and shut off.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I need a 1 unit, no fan, and they delivered. So I've got 64 IO.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah, they sound great, they're rock solid, and I am a big supporter of companies that are amazing with support.
Oh, yeah.
And they are one of them. Anytime I've had an issue, which has been very few, they email me back within like 10 minutes, and then they'll get on the phone with you, they'll talk you through stuff, and they're like, hey man, it sounds like it could be a firmware update. We have a beta if you want to try it, and they'll just send it to you. Like, they're so good. So
that's killer.
I feel, it makes me feel nice that you're in good hands when you're not having to
especially
wait
when
on
you're
hold.
paying top dime for stuff like that too. Which brings me to these speakers.
Yes, ATC.
Look at these.
Classics.
These are the 25s, right?
Yeah, these are the V1s. I haven't actually heard the V2s yet, but I love them. They sound great. And when I had a room that had these, and I was like, oh wow, those are impressive.
East West, everyone would fight over who has the ATCs in the room.
They're great. And they're kind of their whole range. Like the big 45s are great. The Mammoth ones, they're all really good.
There's some other really cool, interesting, what are these big fatties in here?
Yes, okay, we'll start. There's a company out of Kansas called Coil Audio.
Oh, that's right. They make the huge gear.
And as you see. So I've got 2 different versions of preamp. There's the CA70, which is, I think the circuit is based on the Gates SA70 preamp, like an old, like really old, maybe from the 40s, 30s, something like that.
Yeah.
Tube preamp. They sound great. These kind of are like, I sort of think these are like the American muscle car, like Camaro, big, huge low end. And then it's got this really interesting negative feedback circuit, which, like when you dime it all the way to the right, it makes the signal really dark. And then when you turn it all the way off, it like opens up the signal and almost makes it sound like it's closer to you. Like,
interesting.
They're very cool. Kick snare, overheads. I got the modular channel from Overstair we were talking about. We're sort of a really interesting tone box.
I'm sorry, did you say channel.
Yeah.
One channel.
It's technically, I think isn't it called modular channel? It is. It's not, even though it's a stereo.
Oh, okay.
And this has the preamps in it, which sound great. Although I don't use the preamps that much. This is mostly a mixing tool.
Because get real wild with
real wild. Because like sometimes I'll try to when I'm tracking, I'll be like, oh, I'll put that on there. But it's hard when you're tracking yourself.
Yeah.
And then I'll overcook the room mics, and I'm like, well, those aren't useful because I just made them sound like just crazy. I love these EQs, Siemens W295B. The Sound Toys, is it the SciQ?
Yeah,
CQ, whatever it is. It's based on this. Same exact thing. But these are awesome.
What do you like those on?
Acoustic guitar, electrics. They're just really good. It's one of those where you can turn them all the way up and it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wow, that's fun.
Yeah, buddy.
More API stuff. I had this before I bought the console, so I still have them. But 550Bs, actually a vintage pair of 550As. Aside from being maybe a little bit more mellower on the top end, they're identical. It's pretty cool to have a company that where you're
consistent.
It's like, oh wow, that's wild. Because they have different op amps in them than these anyway, so that's affecting the sound.
Stay levels?
Yep, stay level, super fun. Stretch. You ever mess with these?
I haven't.
Super cool. They're based on the noise reduction circuits for what Dolby we used to use and stuff like that.
Okay.
For tape, but it's doing this EQ curve that's also acting as a compressor. It's got a mix knob, but I love it. It's amazing on kicks and snares, getting things fat or doing cool smiley face, a lot of low end, a lot of high end stuff. And then an XQP de-esser that no one wants to buy. Which, it's an amazing de-esser.
Yeah.
But I just do all my de-essing in the box now. You know what I mean?
You mean nothing does it like that?
Well, I will say this. If I get a vocal that's completely out of whack, sometimes just running it through stuff, and it's awesome. But I mean, now I'm automating when the de-esser's on and off. It's a whole thing. I don't think I've used that in quite a while. But it is really great. That company makes good stuff. 1084.
There we go.
Classic.
Beautiful.
Vocal channel. And then the Undertone, the full Monty with the preamp and the EQ. And I love.
Bass.
That's what bass was on?
The Undertone stuff is so good. The EQs are crazy.
I literally have to keep the cheat sheet.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not for me to be I love Undertone audio. It is fully I get lost.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, why is this sounding so messed up?
Oh yeah. Because the shape.
Yeah, because the shape's all out of whack, or the cue's messed up or something. So I will say this, it not only will get you out of jams for stuff that's tracked poorly, even if maybe I'm responsible for that, but it is just super creative, and you can really get sounds that are unlike any other EQs.
And then these guys.
I literally just picked these up on Monday, just adding more tubes to the tube arsenal.
Yep.
Sometimes if I'm gonna track something, I'll track everything through the API. It'll be drums to the API, bass, guitars, keys, whatever it is. And then other times I'll be I'm gonna have an all tube front end.
Ooh, nice.
And try to keep it that way. Sometimes I feel people talk about oh, glue, and sure, you can get mix bus glue, but I find that sometimes tracks play nicer together when it's all tracked through the same thing. I don't know if, and not that you can't make great records with a different preamp for everything.
Sure.
But because I am able to do it, I'm kind of having fun doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's been my recent thing. So these are great. These are sort of in between the CA7. Oh, and the 286, this is more of their European-inspired preamp. I think a...
EMI?
I don't know about an EMI, but maybe more on the Telefunken end, a V76, V77,
oh, okay.
Maybe. I mean, or flame me in the comments if I'm wrong.
Flame. Leave the flames below.
These are sort of, I find, in between these two, and I've only had them for literally 72 hours. So
cool.
But I'm really enjoying them so far, and it's it's handy. They've got the filter.
Yep.
These guys are big believers in don't pollute the circuit with phantom power, so you have to have separate phantom supplies.
Yeah.
Totally cool. I can get behind it, but it is convenient to have phantom.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for checking out this clip. If you're setting up your own studio and you have any questions about how to hook things up, what to plan for, what gear you are thinking about getting, how you want to go about it, you can schedule a call with me at andrewmastersmusic.com. It's a one-on-one, 1-hour consultation where you can ask me anything you want. The link is down in the description. Go schedule your call today. And if you're just chilling and you want to subscribe or watch another clip, click one of these two things.